Hi, this is Fernando from Calvo Geospatial, and I'm going to show you the section module inside the buildings plugin for TBC. So we start the section module, and then the first thing we can define is the section name, section AA for example, and then we pick 2 points in the drawing. So for example, we are cutting the building in this direction from here to there. And then we just pick on the 2D view where we want to insert our section. So we see the reference here. So the section AA is looking into this direction, which is correct. And then from here we see already the levels that we already defined under building. So we see the level 00, level 01. We see all the standard levels that they have. So we can start drawing, and for that, what the software created a cut in plane view automatically along this reference line, so we can place them one on the right and one on the left, for example, and then we can minimize this part. So we see here the plane is section AA, and we can choose the width of this or the thickness of this cutting plane. I just say 0.2, so I have the cut itself. So we are working on a cutting plane view on a vertical plane, but we will project everything into the 2D view, which is much easier for us. Okay, so we start. We can define the different depths. So we are working with thicknesses and with darker or lighter lines to work with this kind of fog or so depth. So we start with a cut, and then we can draw points, rectangles, polylines, arcs, circles, or lines. So we will see each of them, and at the end we will insert the levels. So we would start with rectangles, and we are creating the cut itself. So we just go here and click first point, then second point, third point, and fourth point. So we have the first rectangle here, and at the same time the elevation is annotated automatically. So we continue and do the next one. So we have the next one here, and so on. So we go to the side and do the same. Obviously, working with 2 monitors is much easier. And we can also place this part in white, so we will see the final result, the thicknesses, etc. So the way we will see our cross section. So then, for example, we can use the polyline option also with the cut, so the same thickness, etc. So we start here, okay, and then we can finish the polyline, and then we could start with also polylines for here, for the not rectangular elements, etc. And then after that we could start creating the different depths. For example, we can increase the thickness of our point cloud, and then for example, if we have a window here, we can see the result of working with different thicknesses. So we can go to depth 2, and we can create a rectangle again. So I can say this is my outer rectangle. So we see that we are creating the line with a different thickness and a lighter color, and then we could even go deeper. So for the details, for example, so we can do the next rectangle. So you see it's thinner and lighter, so we can play with the depth this way. For arcs, for lines, etc. So for example, for lines, we can say we can create a free line, or we can, for example, draw, for example, this vertical line. So we can say extend to where? To here, to this line, and then we create a vertical line. So just with one point, if we click here, so we see that we will create the line if we click, for example, this point. So we see the line there, the same for horizontal lines. So we just need to click, for example, here, if we have a beam or whatever. So we see here the horizontal line. And then after that, once we finish, we can also place some levels directly here. For example, if I want to annotate this one, so you see that we are reading the proper elevation, although we are in the 2D view and the y coordinate is here 111, but we see that we are placing the right elevation for that, and obviously I can later on change it here, move it to the place where I want, and finally I can insert some blocks if I want, for example. So I can go, so we could go here and insert additional levels as well, and also insert some blocks, some symbols. We go to symbol function and insert some vertical symbols. So for example, this one, so we can insert it to here, and some other symbols here, some other kid playing, and inside something like that. So we can have a very quick section of the building.